shot clock, had to pull it.
Doyle with the take for two. To start in the place of Amanda Olinger for Iowa. Olinger, we are being told, got into a car accident this week, so she's not going to start. She's on the bench and she's dressed and she is available. But one of the leaders and one of the best rebounders here on this team. Iowa, just moments ago, that Olinger again got in a car accident this week. And so we don't know what her capabilities or how healthy she'll be here tonight.
She leads the team in rebounding, as you said.
She is that player that just from out of nowhere seemed to have developed and started contributing so much. As it stands, she does average. She's the second leading scorer on the team at 6 points a game. But some of that came from the fact
the in and out. My goodness.
We're not used to seeing Iowa's offense struggle this much. As you mentioned, they lead the Big Ten in 7 different offensive categories as Doyle turns it low one too many times for Ohio State. And they can switch it up, right? Uhas can be the high and Patty can be the low. Here's Doyle, much needed bucket.
Oh, that was just an odd foul to me.
Backdoor look, Doyle shot right into the hands of Uhas. Pass was tipped, here's Doyle. Doyle, the acceleration move, couldn't finish. 16 rebounds 7 times this year. Sonano gets the 2. First ball. 3-pointers we've covered. Hands in the paint. 12-6 advantage. Doyle takes it away. Goes the distance in for 2. The first bucket.
That one hand was up, and I think players think if one hand is up, they're good. Well, you got to have both of them clear. Both of them have to be clear.
One hand was not guilty, one hand was guilty.
There you go.
Doyle taking it inside, throws it up, moves back the other way. She can hit tough shot after tough shot.
And if she is running up your back in transition, you are in big trouble.
Civilian gets a look.
Tough finish in transition for Ohio State once again.
Had 14 points yesterday against Minnesota. The last time she was in double figures back on February 13th. Civilian to Doyle to Sonata.
Nice quick so far this evening.
Doyle with the pickoff. And she'll go coast to coast for the finish.
Trying to keep it all together. She knows how important she is for her team and is going to give everything she has to give to the Hawkeyes.
Doyle for 3. Page, junior transfer from Oklahoma State. And a first-year player in Columbus, but really in this tournament, she's looked for her shot. She's been aggressive offensively.
She averaged 13 points and 4 boards, 3 assists at Oklahoma State, so she understands the physicality of the collegiate level basketball.
45-28. Doyle taking it inside, got Uhas up in the air, and she got her with the left off and hitting the 3. J.C. Sheldon that time gets her second.
And I love the bench reaction. Every single player was up and cheering when that shot went through.
20-point advantage here for Ohio State.
Stick with them in the player-to-player. Just got to trust the law of averages, hope they miss. Well, obviously that did not happen. The other thing they need to do is just offensively establish Monica Sonano. They got to get her going on the inside a little more. And then obviously they've got to get their shots to fall as well.
Yeah, well, they missed there for Doyle, but they do get the offensive rebound. How about Meyer?
Just in case that lob connected from Doyle.
Doyle inside, testing out that ankle right away, and she goes down again. %. Doyle for three. Or the turnaround for two.
I mean, staying in attack mode. The question was out of the halftime locker room was, can Ohio State sustain?
Just fine.
And a tremendous level of confidence, efficiency, and production for Ohio State on offense, and they've been able to sustain it, and I think that has been the most important thing. A little sporadic yesterday in terms of their offensive continuity, but today, not the same situation. Did not expect it.
Everyone should be.
Yes.
Civilian for three. At the horn. 7 freshmen. Now, the part of the 8 that were included last year with the grad transfers, kind of included as the sort of the bridge year between the Kelsey Mitchell year and the highly recruited freshman class that Kevin McGuff and the coaching staff knew that they were going to have coming in this year. Still made it to the postseason. WNIT last year, projected to make the NCAAs again this year.
Yeah, I just love that, and I love
kind of the yin and the yang that this young group has shown him. That we see here so
confidence on both sides. I mean, they've been disruptive defensively, not allowing Iowa to do what they want to do on offense.
State played there a couple of years. Here's Uhas. As good as Ohio State has shot from three, she got hurt.
I'm an overthinker. You didn't know that?
Oh, I know. I know that time and time again.
Yeah, I observed, but you know, the KT tape is really good at kind of
her first shot. It's good.
Big buckets. That's what you can expect from Garantes. One of the things that has impressed me most as I've been going and combing through some of the stuff, Doyle right back at it, and a big block as well on the other.
Have that wow game. You got to have that wow factor, and she certainly did that for you as you watched her play here against Ohio State.
Yeah, because in a league, I mean, you think about Nas Hillman, you think about Maryland's Kyla Charles, you think about Lindsey Pulliam, all these players, and it comes down to, for me, I literally had to do kind of the blind look. Just literally just go, okay, who's got the most stats? Who's got this? Who's got that? There was, and that's what did it for me.
She checked off all the boxes here for you. Let's see if Iowa can get on the board here in this possession. Doyle taking it inside. Sonano with an easy putback.
You want to talk salt and pepper, the whole piece. Yep.
KK needed that bucket. She was 0 for 10 in the last couple of games before that and one.
And so you see the little extended press, a little 1-2-2 action. Good job to spot up and
coach there.
Sure.
The thing that I love is that Lisa Bluter has welcomed her back whenever Rutgers has come back. In example, last year when she surpassed 1,000 wins in her career, there's the Kathleen Doyle, by the way, scoreless out of that first quarter. Sanders on the break, a 2-on-1, but Doyle broke it up. Doyle into the lane, the pump fake, and those are her first.
Knocking down a three, something that Iowa still has yet to do in this game, the way that they are capable.
Doyle looking for another. Spin, can't get the touch. Last game against Wisconsin. A little bit of everything here for Rutgers. Stepping in the passing lane is Warnock.
Warnock, another one of those players, young but has stepped up. Her game brings a lot to the Iowa team. Going to be really good in the future.
Good shooter. Wanted a double dribble, I think, on that. McKenna Warnock, the 3 straight double-figure games as I give between the best offense in the conference versus the best defense in the conference. And you see 12 turnovers. They average about 15 per game. And there's another.
Singleton on the reverse. Stepping up in the paint.
Doyle shooting the 3.
Now 2 of 9 from the perimeter.
Seen these kind of offensive numbers in Iowa many times here this year. And again, another 3-point miss, but Warnock chases it down. This is an Iowa team that averaged 96 points per game in the last 3 games. Doyle, a tough attempt in the lane. Since the first quarter.
How she's able to connect on that spin move in the paint where all the traffic is one of those things that I scratch my head with.
Well, she had that 3 taken away from her. Her foot was on the line early in the first quarter. Has a hard take there.
Jordan Wallace, we talked about again. Same thing for Rutgers, the exact same thing. They've got to go to the block. Get the big girl in there. Who knows? Maybe they'll attract Sonano, pick up some fouls as well.
Jordan Wallace, one of the 3 seniors being honored here for Rutgers, has really improved since her first 3 seasons. And just an 11-1 record when she can get to double figures this year for the Scarlet Knights. There's a 3 look, and it popped out. That's kind of been the offensive showing in a summation. Missed opportunity that time for Sonano.
And another steal. This is twice down that Arella Garantes has not controlled the basketball. And
Marshall for 3. And she had Wallace with the offensive rebound. That got another look. Doyle still sitting on the 4 points. Hasn't scored here in the third quarter.
Well, she and Garantes have been very, very quiet. I think both of them had each other's numbers. We said this would be a head-to-head competition, but we're not seeing a lot of offense because it's been all about the defense. Great block from Garantes. Once again, even the little ones in the paint, that's where they go for the big shots.
Doyle challenging Garantes. She got a piece. Leads to
as the player to watch for Rutgers. We talked about her being the second leading scorer on the team. She has come through in a crunch to get some offense in a low-scoring game.
Largest lead of the game here for Rutgers, +9. Iowa led the last time in the first quarter. Here's Doyle.
That experience keeping her team level-headed.
One of Sanders' foul calls was that block from behind that I think you made a Windex reference to earlier.
Yeah.
And we got all that's presented by Jeep coming up next on BTN and the Fox Sports app.
Great post positioning down low from Sonano. They go. The way she's still squinting. She's determined to play.
She's getting set to check back in. Sonano battling. That time Marshall, she's had the hot hand. Tough
moves.
Just 10 points today for Garantes. Doyle, who has the ball, has 7, and she throws it away.
The heat on Arella Garantes. Just total face guarding.
That was the 20th offensive rebound for Rutgers, by the way. That has been a weakness for Iowa, trying to keep teams off the boards. Doyle, who's been quiet, finds her senior backcourt.
Great job of forcing her baseline because Garantes wants to take it. Sometimes she makes some of her best drives on that baseline, but she's been locked up pretty much by Iowa most of the day.
Nearly even in terms of the turnovers. Doyle ties it up
on the opposite. Or just give it to Doyle and let her score.
Once she stops the clock,
There's time, especially with the ability to foul and stop clock. I think Doyle is always a good bet for her to try to get into the paint, but they have the ability to knock down the big threes, and so they have to keep their eyes open for that.
Best three-point shooting team in the conference. Doyle back to Meyer trying to tie it, and she ties.
Guarding on the wings.
Sanders from the other side, trying to follow her miss. Olinger coming down with a big rebound. Sanders with the quick hands, forcing the turnover. This game.
That's incredible.
67 shot attempts for Rutgers in this game to 47, and an egg and one. Big player.
Good point.
14 now for Garantes. Doyle looking for the kick out, not there. Chops it down instead for Warnock.
Off Almost a triple screen on the perimeter, and Gabby Marshall with the 3 opportunity. Oh, almost in. It's time in the rack. Clock is slow to move.
Doyle for Warnock for one last
That's a big
attempt,
one.
and she hits it.